What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Diego here. I am excited to film this video. I've been wanting to do it for a while. As some of you guys might know, I really like record collecting and I've gotten much more into it over the years. I think since I started my vinyl collection, at first I didn't really know much about the hobby. I didn't really take care of my records and I didn't really play them at all. But recently I've been starting to get much more into the hobby. I've been learning a lot and I just recently hit 50 records in my collection, which is crazy to me. As you can see, I have some of them right here. Well, all of them because I'm going to be doing an updated 2024 vinyl collection video. I love these type of videos. I love seeing everyone's type of collection and I am excited to film it myself. So I think we should jump right into it because there's a lot to go through. And yeah, we're gonna go in alphabetical order. So we're gonna start with this record. It's Free Black by Black on Standard Black. This is kind of like a more hip-hop / R&B album that I really listened to back in 2017 and 2018 and I just really liked it and I'm glad that I got to pick it up on vinyl. Next we have Ariana Grande, Positions. This is on the Coke Bottle Clear and I'm saying this right now, Coke Bottle Clear pressings are probably some of my favorites. It's like this really dope kind of translucent-ish green color. It goes really well with the cover. And yeah, if there's any chance for me to pick up a Coke Bottle Clear pressing, I'll most likely pick it up because I love Coke Bottle Clears. Next we have an album that I didn't think I was gonna buy. This is Por Siempre by Bad Bunny. But I got a really great deal. I paid really low compared to how it goes on like resale. This is on this like really cool yellow splatter pressing. And then I also wanted to pick this up because I actually went to his tour, the Por Siempre tour, with this album and I think it has a lot of great songs and I'm glad I have it. Next up, Billie Eilish. We have the Don't Smile at Me EP on, I think this is the standard red pressing, and then we have When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go on this kind of like apricot pressing, I feel like it's called. It's kind of like this apricot tangerine pressing, but it's really cool. I like it a lot. Next up, we have Bruno Mars 24 Karat Magic. And it's on the Walmart exclusive gold, and I feel like it's a very fitting pressing for an album like this. I really like the gold. It sounds really good, and again, this is one of those albums that I listened to like back in the day when it came out, and I wanted to have it on vinyl. Next, we have a cool one. This is Coldplay, A Head Full of Dreams, and this is on the Atlantic Records 75th Anniversary recycled color pressing. When it comes to recycled vinyl, it's always going to be different, so you never really know what color you're going to get until you open it. And for this album, I saw there were like some weird recycled color pressings. There was like a muddy green, there was like a muddy gray, and I was like really scared, like what color am I going to get? But I'm really happy. I think I got really lucky with my pressing. I got this like blue with like purple splatter kind of all around. And I'm glad it wasn't just like a dark gray color. It's like a blue. And I'm really happy that I got this type of pressing for recycled vinyl. Then we have Daft Punk, Random Access Memories on Standard Black. This is Denzel Curry, Taboo on, I think it's an indie exclusive pink. This is kind of like another rap / hip hop album that I really love, and I saw it in, I think it was Amoeba in LA, and yeah, it's like this pink marble. It really contrasts with the actual album cover, so it's dope. I'm glad I have it. Then we have Dua Lipa, Future Nostalgia on the Translucent Blue. I think this was a web store exclusive, but it's really dope. I know there's a pink pressing, but the blue one matches the inner label, you know, the moon, and we also have like the blue moon right here. This is like a 2020 quarantine album for me, so I'm glad that I have it on vinyl. Then we have a really big one. This was a huge ISO of mine, and we finally got it. It's Blonde by Frank Ocean. This is a very sought out vinyl, and then there was like a big restock and I decided to pick it up and I'm so glad that I did. It sounds really great on vinyl and I feel like this is one of the essentials that every collector needs in their collection. Then Guns N' Roses, Use Your Illusion 1 on Standard Black. We have a soundtrack. We have the Avatar The Last Airbender Book 1 Water soundtrack, and it's on this like blue, kind of translucent blue pressing. I'm really glad that I picked this up because I feel like it's kind of rare to get nowadays. I feel like it goes for a little bit higher than it used to when it came out, and I'm glad that I picked it up when it came out. Next up is an album called Scaring the Hoes by JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown. It's kind of like a joint collab album. I recently saw JPEG Mafia in concert and he played a bunch of tracks from this album, This is on a white pressing, which I'm really glad that it's kind of like a colored pressing. This is kind of more hip-hop, experimental rap, but I love this album personally, and I'm glad that I picked it up kind of like a souvenir after I saw JPEG Mafia in concert. I'm kind of gonna cover this one, but it's Caliucci's Orquídeas on the Target Coke Bottle Clear. Like I mentioned earlier, I love Coke Bottle Clear pressing, so any chance that I get to pick one up, I will pick it up. This is definitely more of a Latin influence album, so a lot of great tracks in here, and I'm really glad that I have it. Next up, we have American Teen by Khalid on Standard Black. I really want a colored pressing of this. I think there's like a couple, I think there's like a translucent blue and a Coke Bottle Clear, if I'm not mistaken. Next up, I think is probably my favorite pressing in my collection. This is Euphoria Season 1 soundtrack, but it's one of the Urban Outfitters exclusives. It is like this gold with purple splatter, I guess. This is unreal. Like in person, it looks amazing. It literally looks like melted gold into the actual vinyl. It looks incredible in person. Next up, my Lana Del Rey collection so far. We have Born to Die on the opaque red. I love this pressing. Then we have the Ultraviolence alt cover that got repressed, and I'm glad I got to pick it up as well. It's on this translucent blue and an opaque lilac, I think. This is what it looks like. Yeah, definitely needed this one. And then finally, this was a huge ISO, Lust for Life on the Coke Bottle Clear. I love the red inner label. I think it adds like a great touch to the actual vinyl itself. Yeah, amazing. And I'm obviously planning on growing my Lana collection, but I'm glad with the ones I have this far. We have another rap album. This is Little Skies, Life of a Dark Rose. This was my favorite album back in 2018. And I got to see this on tour as well. And this one's cool because while it is black, it's not opaque. It is a translucent black. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but yeah, you can kind of see through it. So it's not entirely a standard black, which I feel like is a cool touch. Next we have LP Heart to Mouth on this kind of like neon orange. Circles by Mac Miller on this really cool clear. I feel like the clear goes really well with this album. It is very clear. Yeah, I love this. Then we have Melanie Martinez, Crybaby on the Barnes & Noble exclusive translucent pink marble, I guess. Kind of clear with some like light pink marbling. And then we have Portals, which is very similar. This is like on the Bloodshot translucent. This one is a little bit darker, as you can see. There's like darker shades of red and pink, but yeah. Then one day I went thrifting and I decided to just kind of like thrift a random record, and this is kind of like an old tango record. I don't know, I just wanted to thrift a vinyl, so this is it. Then we have another Urban Outfitters exclusive. This is Mitski's The Land Isn't Hospitable and So Are We, with a blue die-cut jacket. And this is supposed to be like a metallic gold, but it's honestly really just like a brown beige color. But nonetheless, I love how it sounds and it's a great album. Then we have Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, with this like exclusive poster on Standard Black. And Soda Stereo, Nada Personal on Standard Black. Moving right along, we have Porter Robinson, Nurture on this white pressing. This is a great album. It's kind of EDM, but it's like a lot of different sounds. I wouldn't really know how to describe it, but it's really great. Really cool production. Up next, Post Malone, Beer Bongs and Bentleys on the Urban Outfitters exclusive Yellow. I feel like this goes for a lot more now, just because it was kind of like a limited edition, but this is on this like neon yellow. This was an album, again, that I listened to a lot back when it came out, like in 2018. And I needed it, and I'm glad that I got to find it in actual Urban Outfitters for retail price. Next up, Rosalia. We have Motomami, which is one of my favorite albums, on this like really pretty translucent red. Yeah, love this album. And then we have R&R, which is her and Rauw Alejandro's kind of like joint EP. They have broken up since they recorded this, but I really liked it because it was a shaped vinyl. It's this heart dark red pressing, and yeah, I just wanted to have it. Then we have Currents by Tame Impala, Standard Black. I really want to find the colored pressing because it's like a yellow and violet. But yeah, love this album. Played this a lot back in quarantine. Even though it's kind of like an older album, I still have listened to it a lot. since then. Then we have my most collected artist so far, which is Taylor Swift. Would you guess it? We have Speak Now, Taylor's version, on the Orchid marbled vinyl. It's kind of like this dark violet color. And we have the Reputation picture disc. I love this picture disc, and this is probably one of my favorite sides. I think this is side B. It took me a while to pick this up just because it was kind of expensive, but like the picture disc makes it really worth it. It's a different picture disc in every side, and great album. Next up we have Lover on the pink and blue vinyl. This is what the pink looks like, and then kind of like the more translucent blue. We have Folklore, probably my favorite Taylor album, on the standard cover and the beige pressing. This is what it looks like. I know there's a bunch of Folklore pressings, but they go for so much money, and I'm just happy with my standard cover. I'm not gonna go for all of them unless, you know, who knows, but right now I'm really happy with my standard pressing. Then we have Evermore on the opaque green, I think. Yeah, this is kind of like the darker green on opaque. Really great album as well. And then finally Midnights on the standard Moonstone blue. That's what it looks like. Kind of has a little bit of marbling in it, so yeah, that's my Taylor Swift collection. Next up, my Only the Weeknd vinyl, which is a bit surprising, but My Dear Melancholy. This is an EP that got released in 2018, I think. And I loved it from the minute it came out. I found it in a record store. I know this is kind of like a limited vinyl, kind of hard to find. And I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's an etching in the back, which is kind of like his face, but I don't know if the camera can really pick it up. For some reason, a part of the video got cut out, but I'm just gonna re-record it. We have Travis Scott, Birds in the Traps and Magnite on standard black, and Astroworld on standard black. And then my 21 Pilots collection, we have Vessel on the clear pressing. We have Blurry Face on, I think this is like a silver marbled pressing. And then finally Scaled and Icy on the Target white. I really like it because the blue and the white kind of go with like the dragon, you know what I mean? I really am looking for Trench in a colored vinyl. And then obviously their new album is going to come out this year, so I'm going to pick it up as well. All right, back to the original video. Okay, my camera literally shut off, which means I should probably hurry up. But we're almost done. We have my Tyler, the Creator collection. This is the only album that I have variants of. I don't really variant collect because I feel like it's very expensive to variant collect, but this is the only exception. We have Flower Boy on the standard black, and this is actually my first ever vinyl. This was the first vinyl that I ever got that started my collection. So I feel like this is the one exception that I'm going to make to variant collect, because I'm not gonna throw this away. I'm not gonna gift it just because it was my first ever one. And then we have Flower Boy on this like Bumblebee Yellow, I think it's called. It is a really, really dope, kind of like a translucent amber yellow. I love it, and I really wanted to get it. So yeah, this is the only variant that I think I'll have. Igor, Tyler, the Creator, standard black. I really want that alternate cover with the mint pressing, so hopefully I'll be able to get it as well. And then finally, my 50th vinyl, XXXTentacion 17. This is another of my favorite pressings. It's like this black and white smash. It looks really, really dope. It's like mostly white on this side and mostly black on this side, but I really like how it looks. And that is it. That is my vinyl collection. We really went through 50 records. I can't imagine when I reach like 100, or I don't even know how many I'm gonna get, but that is my vinyl collection. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love this hobby, and I think I'm gonna get many more records in the future. If you guys have any questions about, you know, anything vinyl related, whether it's how to sleeve vinyl, how to take care of vinyl, how to store them, where to buy, definitely let me know. But yeah, definitely gonna keep adding to the collection as time goes on, and I will be doing an updated collection maybe when I hit 100 records, I don't know. But yeah, until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.